levels
okay.
or not?
I'm 1. You're 2.
Oh.
All right, not important. Welcome to another episode of Fix Me on Heels. I'm Natalie, and I am back again with my boyfriend, Tulio.
Yeah.
Saying your name, I feel like I'm saying something funny.
Yeah.
Tulio just feels like, I don't know, like your name cannot be Tulio.
Nah, so you got to say like Tulio.
Tulio. Like my mom. She'd be like, Tulio. She gives like a little Italian with it. I don't know what that's about. All right, baby. What is today's topic? I already forgot.
So,
the fear of success.
Today's topic is the fear of success.
This is good. I never spoke about this before.
This is a good one.
Okay. What is the fear of success? Okay. I feel like we have to start by saying, what does success look like to you?
Okay.
And then why are you afraid of that? Ooh, yeah, let's get deep.
So, I had a moment in time where I feel like I was afraid of success or what that may look like or going through a certain door. I've been recording music since I was 16. I'm 31 now. So
getting up there.
Yeah. So a while back, I was in a situation with a group of guys and stuff, and we were in tune with these other guys. They were about to put us in position and things of that nature. And then I feel like I had one of those like self-sabotaging moments, you know, where you like don't show up or like I get depressed, you know, and I just did air quotations, guys, and I don't mean to do it like depression's not a real thing, but I'm saying sometimes you think it's depression, but it's actually like your fear of doing something that you really don't want to do.
Yeah.
And then you're just chucking it up to depression and shit. So that's why I just did the air quotations. But yeah, I learned from that situation, you know, I don't want to be in a position like that again, which is why, you know, I tell you sometimes just do and don't think too much. Because from my own experience, when I think too much, I notice you start like fearing things that like may never even happen. But because they're in your mind all the time, you know, you start building a certain fear for it.
That is so true. Somebody said, like one of those personal development speakers, I think it was Mel Robbins, she was like, when you have fear and anxiety, you keep thinking about those things and now you're making yourself suffer. And like, what if it does end up happening? Now you suffered it twice.
Yeah.
Because you were already suffering it in your mind. But like, essentially she believes that like, she's very science-based and she's like, whatever you think, like you're going to keep attracting that over and over again. So you're right. Like I do be in my head and I do get very fearful, but I always keep telling myself like, no, like stop thinking that, stop telling yourself that because you don't want to call that into your life.
Yeah.
Just do what you need to do to not be so anxious. Like get ahead of it. Like for the longest time, babe, for months, I want to say since last spring, I've been like suffering tax season. And it's like tax season had just finished and I was already like super stressed out. Think about the next one. And I was putting things off. And then eventually I was like, Natalie, just reach out to the person so they can start helping you, start getting your paperwork, fill out the app, like do everything you need to do. And like when you really do it little by little, yes, it was still stressful, but like I was capable of doing it. And it's like, we really let fear cripple us and then we don't do shit. And it's like, you really just got to start with like a little thing. Because you were telling me that too. Like you keep looking at like the big picture. No, like just do it. And
everything is just baby steps, you know. But if you continue to take the correct baby steps, you know, then you're going to be stomping on shit. You feel me? Like, that's just how it is. Like that. I feel like that's just how the universe works in a sense where like, whatever you put out is going to come back. If you continue putting out that energy, you know, that you want to be successful or you know where you're headed or where you want to go, you continue working to get there, you're going to get there. That's just the laws of how things work.
Okay, but like what about, all right, let's play devil's advocate because it sounds very like motivating, but people, you know, people really do be going through some shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes me and you, we probably might talk from like a place of love and care because we were raised with a lot of love around us. But a lot of people, they don't know what like a good life even looks like for them to even work towards it. And then they wouldn't even know how to work towards it because they never saw the example. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does make sense. And I can only speak from my own moral compass, right? In saying that, like, I know what is good and what's bad. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? As well as, like, I know what feels good and what feels bad, or what makes me feel happy, what makes me feel sad, or what to do. Like, I feel like every to a certain extent, right? I feel like a big percentage of the human race kind of know that as well. You know, like, what's good from bad, like, you know, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel bad, what should you be doing as opposed to what shouldn't you be doing. Mm-hmm. You know, so
yeah,
but for real.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel like when you're really, like, again, if you're feeling down about yourself, you're not really happy with yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard. It's hard.
You're going to be an asshole is my point.
Yes. And I've been there. Like, it's hard to get out of that hole. It's almost as if there's a dark cloud following you and whatever.
So yeah, sometimes it's not even always fear of success. It's like anxiety about it, or maybe ignorance to it. Like, what does success?
Yeah, because
what really is success anyway?
A lot of us always get anxious when we don't know what's to come, right? Because maybe one of our downfalls is that we always want to know what's next. Like, we always want to know the future.
Me.
You know, to where there's, like, still scientists to this day. Maybe they did it, maybe they haven't, maybe they're still working on it, trying to figure out time travel, because we always want to know what happened in a time that we are not only even
that,
there.
Or we want to go back and fix some shit in the past. Literally.
Yeah, like, we're always trying to control time.
Always.
You know, but once we realize that time is something we cannot control.
No, and it's literally right now, though. That's the problem. And it sounds mad, like, spiritual, but it's true. What you do now, really, in this moment, is really what matters. Because whatever the fuck you did mad long ago, you cannot change that shit.
You can't.
You cannot go back. So fuck that.
That's just a part
of your history. And then you literally
history.
have no control of, like, tomorrow, next week, a year from now. It's really, like, right now. Like, what are we doing? We chose to pod. Yeah. And that's intentional. But, like, just be intentional. Definitely. Right now, today.
With every step. Start from today, guys.
From today.
Every step you take, be intentional. If you're in a real fucked up situation, be intentional to get out of it. You know, if you're fucked up money-wise, there's a lot of ways that you can, like, possibly get help for, like, any mental problems or, like, things of that nature. And I don't want to make it sound like it's all fucking sweet resources and shit out there. Like, there might not be enough space either, you know, because there's a lot of people that need help.
Yeah.
You know,
I just feel like there's more of a tough love approach too with this sometimes. Like, if you really wanted to, you would, honestly. You would just get the fuck out of it. Like, there's people who do make it work despite what they've been through. So it's like, to some degree, I'd be like, all right, you're just kind of like being a victim. Yeah. And you just don't want to, like, get up out of it.
I know some people, they're dealing with what they're dealing with because that's, like, kind of the cards that they were dealt. And unfortunately, you know, that's happening to them. But there are others that are dealing with what they're dealing with because they decided to remain stuck. You know, they've had ample opportunity to do whatever they needed to do to get out of the situation. And they decided to stay in whatever they're staying in.
Yeah.
You know, but from today, guys, if you decide to be intentional, your life will change, you know? But don't think it's going to change, like, in a week, in a month, not even in a year. You feel me? You just got to put the work in.
Yeah, and I say, like, with the intention thing, like, the best place to start with that, maybe it sounds selfish, but I really think it's to start with being intentional about yourself first.
Yeah.
Because definitely. If you really can't show up for yourself, you're not going to be able to show up for anybody else. So I would just say, like, that, like, practical things. To me, like that just looks like, all right, what do you know you need to do to reach your higher self?
Yeah.
And like get very specific about that.
And
if you
do
were the
that,
best version of yourself, what would that version of yourself be doing? How would they dress? How would they speak? Would they read? Would they go to bed early or late? Do they work out?
Yeah.
Do they eat healthy? Like, to me, I answered all those questions. And once you see, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm lacking in this. I need to step it up.
But a key thing I would say to even be able to answer those questions, learn yourself. You know, like learn yourself completely. Like shed all of whatever other people taught you or whatever you think, whoever you think you're supposed to be or whatever you idolize, shed all of that shit. Figure your true self out. Like really connect with the universe and just figure yourself out.
Like that's gonna sound crazy. Nah, relax. Don't look at me like that. No, but like go to different type of parties, hang out with different type of people.
Yeah, like get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, like go see the movie that you wouldn't normally. Like I saw a few horror movies and I saw enough to know I don't like that and I like a good rom-com.
Oh, come to our events. There's always great people.
Right,
there.
come to our events. But that's the thing, like just do different shit because then you'll see, all right, I like this. I like to be around these type of people. And then you start to learn who you are and what you enjoy.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I agree with that.
Try different things, you know. One thing, and I don't want to say that I hate it. I don't hate it. But one thing that I disagree with is when people tell me they don't have a talent or they don't have like a hobby. Like there's nothing that they can do.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like that right there within itself is just bullshit. You know, just say you don't want to do anything. Like there's nothing that moves you for you to want to do it. But to say that you can't,
I agree.
that you have no talent, like there is something out there. Like, bro, go try pottery. You feel me? You might be a beast. Like,
but again, you wouldn't know any of that until, like you said, trying new things. Because I never thought I was a creative person ever. I always thought I was just like nerdy. I like to read. I like to learn. And that's it.
See, but look, we was just coloring.
No, but see, creative is other stuff too.
Yeah, but that's still creative.
Yes, coloring.
Yo, the shading is important.
Babe. Jesus. I was on a roll just now.
Yeah,
Threw me off.
My fault, baby.
No, but like executing events.
Yeah.
That takes creativity. Having a flow, how you want things to go, a theme, whatever. Setting the energy of a place. And you have to be able to think on your feet when you work with people.
Definitely.
But then I also learned I'm a really good leader. Like I'm just great at leading people and telling people what to do in the best way possible. I work really well with people. And all of that is necessary in creativity and trying to like produce shit.
It definitely is.
Even the podcast, how I want the vibe to be, everything. But if like I would have kept on saying, I'm just not creative, I'm not creative, I'm not creative, I would never try shit.
Yeah, you would never try anything.
And I always thought, like you said, like, not like you said, but you said the coloring. That's a good point. Because creativity, I always thought it was people who drew or people who made music or like actors, actresses. Yeah. So for me, like, I just thought, okay, I'm not a good artist, so I'm not creative. No,
but you could be creative. You can be creative in everything.
I'm mindfully creative, intelligently creative. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good point. I think that was a good way to end it. This was about the fear of success. Do you feel like you got everything off?
About the fear of success?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess let's end it off with this, right? Fuck all your fears. You feel me? One thing we are not going to change is that we are all going to die, guys.
Well, damn.
No, sorry to say it like that, but I'm saying like, you know, just fuck all your fears. You feel me?
Because we're going to die anyway?
Yeah, like do everything you need to do and do everything that
just makes me feel like me and you are not living enough.
No, babe, I'm saying.
No, that's a good message. I feel like I needed to hear it. We're not living.
Yeah, so we about to.
We be cooped up.
Yeah, nah, we living.
Like prisoners.
We about to,
to the man.
She is. To the man, yeah.
To the man, we work a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Jesus.
But
look, there's a beautiful sunny sky outside, and we potting.
Yeah, because we gotta let them know. Like, fuck your fears.
Fuck your fears.
That's what we ending with.
Turn
fuck
us off right now and go outside.
And go touch grass. Cause that's everybody likes saying
Everyone's
that
saying
shit
touch
now.
Grass.
Go touch grass. Fuck your fears and touch grass and go meet new people. All right? We just fixed you. You're healed.
Bye. That was great. I have nothing else to say. That was beautiful.